No, I fucked it up. God dang it.
Wow. You know,
You win this one, Kyle.
It's fine when you do it before me, but then you do it with me.
They already have it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Cat, they already have
have
it.
it.
They already have it,
They
Cat.
already have it.
What?
And you get dogs and
Yeah,
cats.
it's called Little Friends, Dogs and Cats.
It's not Nintendogs, fam.
No, yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Go look at the pictures.
Our friends are talking about that they want Nintendogs on the Switch.
Here, look, I'll throw it in our call.
It's not the same.
Give me.
Oh, it's kind of the same.
It's the
Are you guys Battlefield fans? You guys like Battlefield?
Where did that come out?
So
I'll look up the date.
Battlefield 6 is gearing up to be like the best first-person shooter of the next like 4 years. Like it's looking, just the rumors and leaks that have come out are really cool.
Really thought I was doing something there.
Like fully destructible large maps, 120 versus 120 multiplayer games. Hyper realistic violence, like war should be. It's set in 2025, so it'll be a little bit drony and like futuristic, but also still rooted in like modern warfare.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't
Battlefield 6.
Oh, that's why I zoned out. Okay.
I love Battlefield 6. Like, I played the mess out of Battlefield 4.
Yeah,
But, like,
Battlefield 3 and 4 were amazing.
Yes, but the skill gap for it is just like ridiculous. Like you're either like amazing at the game or you're basically brand new.
Well, you can be really good and I can still mag dump a 240 Bravo down a hallway and still kill you, so.
Not when you only play on like open maps because all the servers are foreign now. There's no American servers.
But yeah, pretty excited about Battlefield 6.
He's like, shut up, Tyler.
That'd be cool.
Don't ruin my fun.
No, I'm so fucking tired.
I mean, I'll probably get Battlefield 6. Let's be honest.
For some
Battlefield
reason this morning my body was like, "Oh, it's 5:30. Wake up."
I wish my body would do
Fuck
that.
up, bitch.
Oh, you don't wake up at 5:30?
I wish my body would do that in the mornings.
I didn't have to be at work until 10.
My
So I
body's
was
like,
awake.
it's 5:30. It's starting to wake up.
Wakey.
I was
Wakey,
awake.
wakey. It's time for work.
No, it wasn't. I could have slept another 2.5 hours.
That's 2.5 hours you can be productive, though.
Well, I did make breakfast.
See?
I
Breakfast.
Since when have you gotten up early and were productive?
I have before. Not often, but I have before.
How's the Doge
It's happened.
going?
It's an anomaly.
Not
But it's
good.
happened.
It's not good today, bud. Don't look at it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's
What, Doge?
Yeah.
Rip.
It's not going to go under 30 cents, I know that, but
I
I've heard-
know.
Son of a bitch, it's at 29 cents.
bro. It's sitting right.
It's
at
like,
30.
yeah, it's teetering on.
0.301, bro. This should make my investment account look bad.
not me. My average cost for my 8400 is 0.025 cents.
That's your average.
That's my average cost, yeah. Hey, if it hits low 20s, buy more.
Oh, I already planned on it. I'm just waiting to get paid.
Yep. Because Bitcoin did the same thing. Bitcoin, like,
Speaking of money,
tanked.
did I get paid? Not yet. I should get paid either tomorrow or...
We are so good at this, guys. You know that?
Good at what?
After like
Good.
a year
What do you mean?
and a frickin' half, we are so good at this whole
It's
like
almost 2 years now,
being
actually.
content creators and entertaining people.
I wouldn't go
Hey.
that far.
Yeah.
Intros are always awkward, and we've never really gotten it down perfectly.
No, I think that this is perfect for us, Michael.
You're right.
This
This
is-
is us.
We're
This is
we're
Saber.
killing it right now. If you ask me, you know, us just hanging out, entertaining.
'Cause, well, what happens is we're all talking before we go live, and then we go live. Like Kyle just starts us going live, but it doesn't stop us from talking is the problem.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's fine. I mean, I don't
we're
care.
having a bit of a conversation, but now it's in front of people on the internet.
I think for the first half of the stream, I'm gonna sit in here with Jacob, but for the second half, I'm gonna sit right next to Kyle.
Do it.
Yeah. So Therion is here with us tonight. He's just actually here at my house. So
Yeah.
Just your house.
just
No,
my
he's
house.
at my house.
No, wait. Here,
He's at
hold on,
my
watch
house.
how fast I can-
Watch this transition.
Why is he the way that he is?
I don't know why why are we friends with him? Why are you related to him? Go sit down.
You don't
Tyler,
pick
I
your
love
family.
I just ran to like 5 houses.
Wow. That was
They
insane.
can hear you open both doors.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Wanna see me do
Jeez,
it
Dad.
again?
Wanna see me do it again?
Guys, I'm ready for the weekend.
Yep.
Been ready for the weekend since Monday.
No, see, I gotta at least earn it.
Yeah.
I earned it like 2 years ago.
I have been so busy at work these past couple of weeks.
Yeah, last week was rough at work.
Yeah, I
A
was
lot-
really
had a
busy
lot of
today.
work.
I just want to go back to taking naps at my desk. I mean, I don't do that.
Just hey, Michael, can you inventory this entire networking gear list for a decommissioned site? Like, yeah, sure, I guess.
I had
You sounded so
monitoring
nerdy
visits
there.
for 2 of my studies, like, back to back. It's like, so we do, like, research studies for, like, pharmaceutical companies, right? And they occasionally send monitors, like, usually every quarter to make sure we're doing everything by the book. And they come and they just tell us, like, a bunch of shit we have to do. And I had 2 back to back, and now I have a bunch of shit I have to do.
Hmm.
Why weren't you doing it by the book?
I mean, I am. There's just, like, little things that they catch, you know?
But yeah.
Plus, most of this stuff was done before I even started, so it's like shit that they're catching. Like,
Oh, bro. That's
wasn't me.
I just got like the job that I have now is lots of like paperwork and like entering things into computers, but it's like the extremely busy season, so it's just been like balls to the wall learning and trying to figure out how to do everything right. And if I
Sink or
do something
swim,
wrong,
Jacob.
do what?
Sink or swim.
I'm thinking.
Fish up, Fred. Dog food.
What?
She said sink or swim, dog.
I didn't get it though.
Oh, I couldn't hear what she said.
Oh.
I was like, is she insulting me? Because if so, I want to insult her back. But
No,
if she's just being nice, I don't want to be
saying
rude.
You either need to swim and get your shit together or sink.
Oh, I've been sinking.
Okay, there it is. That's all.
It's
At
like
least
I'm
you're honest
basically-
about it.
I like drown, and then I get like just to the surface to get a bit of air, and then go right back under.
All right,
And then
can
I
we
just-
play D&D though?
Never.
No, I
Oh,
didn't get
damn
to
it.
my job yet.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
How's it feel?
I don't have to do. You do.
Oh God, we're not gonna get anything done tonight.
Oh man, Therion is not gonna get a word in tonight.
This. I'll get mac and cheese.
So last time our party descended into the Temple of Time, and they
Avernus.
what?
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 Okay, just because it's called Descent into Avernus doesn't mean they have like copyright of the word descent.
No. I was just. Never mind. Just
yeah,
Oh,
shut
never
up. Yeah,
mind.
you shut your mouth.
I don't have to explain
You
it.
know what?
That's not funny
Kyle,
anymore.
you're smarter than that.
Anyway,
Shut up, Jake.
last time our party descended into the Temple of Time and were able to work through it. And one of our party members came out as a little bit changed than what they were before they went in. And they came out a little bit more powerful after fighting a sand golem and conquering some puzzles and met with a couple of gods. And now they're out. And you guys have exited the Temple of Time. You've crawled up onto the shore of the lake that surrounds it underneath Ubbin Falls. What do you guys do from here?
We were discussing running back to Hill Struggle to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
Last I remember.
Yeah, there was some concerning,
Noise.
not sirens, but like trumpets or something that we didn't recognize when we were leaving.
Mhm.
So we wanted to make sure that everyone over there was okay.
Mm,
Because they're our friends and we care about them.
yes.
So you guys start it's not a very long trek. It's about half a day walk back to Hill Struggle.
I think we might pick up the pace a little bit, cut that in half. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna just
I'm
sprint
not
there.
gonna
Just,
Well, not sprint, but a good brisk jog.
Well, while we're walking,
Jogging.
I'm gonna grab Therion's hand and pull him aside.
My hand?
Yes. Yes, you, sir.
Jackson's like, damn it, so much for swift walking.
Oh, me and Ziddlezap are chugging it ahead of them. Not even paying attention.
Goblin
I
legs
just
will go, I
wanted to
guess.
check in. I just wanted to check in with Therion because that was a lot. And just, are you okay? Sorry, what? Can't hear you.
Why wouldn't I be?
I mean,
I'll say, you might
Is
need to
it-
put the microphone in front of your mouth when you're talking, Therian.
Hold on.
Hey, buddy.
Stop. Grab it.
Idiots. Idiots.
You're an idiot. The microphone. Why do I get a webcam?
What can?
I said grab. Oh my god.
anyway,
Stupid.
Silly little
I know that you'd been looking for your father for a very long time, and I wanted to make sure you were all right.
I'm doing.
You. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Now I can.
I'm doing fine. I feel as if I have a new purpose to my mission.
That's good. Okay. You got your answers. I don't know if they were the answers you wanted, but or expected.
They were the answers I needed.
Good. Well, we've not known each other very long, but I feel that you know that we're here for you,
I know.
and I'll give him a hug.
I'll give you a hug back. I guess.
I guess. I wanted to make sure.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
We should probably catch up.
Onwards to Hill Struggle.
Yes.
Jesus.
Is he always gonna talk like that?
Oh,
Tally ho away!
Oh,
Skedaddle,
God.
skedoodle.
Oh no.
Oh wait, that's not mine.
Anyway, you guys.
It was the only one they had at the store.
You guys take a swift walk back to Hill Struggle. It takes you probably about 3 to 4 hours now. You guys get back there about mid-afternoon when you get there, and you start to see that the redwoods are getting a little bit bigger and whatnot. And as you get like closer, you don't notice the path. You haven't really like found Hill Struggle, but you hear the same horn, the like really low same horn that you heard on the way back. And 7 halflings grapple down around you in the woods, and they all pull their bows at you, and they all look at you, and then you hear one from behind you go, "Why are you guys just like sprinting in here like that? You know,
I'm flying.
you know we're cautious.
I was just trying to keep up with them. They have such bigger legs.
You know we don't just let people in here, and you just ran up on. You can't do that.
You already knew who we were. What are you talking about?
You're lucky you're not dead."
You're lucky you're not dead.
Ziddlesap, calm down.
Hey,
Shut up,
hey,
Arion.
hey,
Calm
hey.
down.
You
We
didn't have to just run so far.
we don't have a lot of time.
Mike,
Yes.
He's gonna go on about
As we were leaving, we just heard some horn that concerned us, and we wanted to make sure you all were all right.
And he like squints at you and he goes, "What do you mean like a couple days ago?"
Yeah. Well, when we left. Was
Yeah.
that a couple days ago?
No.
Kyle,
How
What?
long have we been gone?
do
Quick question.
You guys only like you guys went to Ubben Falls and came back in a day.
Oh, I'm asking the halfling. How long have we
Okay.
been gone?
And he looks, he goes, "You've been gone for," and he like looks around and they're all like counting on their fingers and he goes, 5 days, I think, 5 or 6.
Ah, shit.
What the fuck?
We didn't really expect you to come back after the first one.
Well, I mean, I'm still the
Especially-
same age as I was before, so we're fine.
Well, is this Narret that we're talking to?
Yeah.
Narret. It's been like a day for us.
He goes, "It's definitely been 5 days for all
I
of
believe
us."
you.
I believe you. But you believe me. I guess.
After the things we have witnessed in Oven Falls, time is
Not much of a stretch.
not
essentially.
relevant here. Not relative.
Seems pretty relative to me, but whatever you sure.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, I guess a few days ago for you, when we left the Horn, we just wanted to make sure there wasn't like a problem, but we couldn't come back at that point in time because we had stuff to do.
It wasn't a problem then. It was just those lousy Crown's Guard that came.
Oh no. Are they still here?
No, that was 5 days ago.
Okay, I just am making sure.
What did they ask?
You'd have to ask Goose. They took him like privately.
Like
Goose?
They had some fellow with them too that seemed like he had a stick up his ass, but
Oh, what if
I
they had a seer?
I think we should talk to Goose.
Someone that
Yeah.
sees the truth.
No shit, Ziddlesap.
Were there any mage cloaks with them?
I think that's who the stick up his ass guy was.
Great.
And he like
Awesome.
clinks on your armor and they look like that.
Sound like anyone you know, Jackson?
Would I? Is it my conscripting sergeant from Silith?
No.
Okay.
He looks at you and he goes, "It was some guy. He had like short, spiky hair, clean shaven, kind of skinny, a little scrawny, and he had an eye patch. Whatever, weirdo.
Would I have ever run into this person?
He doesn't sound familiar to you.
Okay. Not familiar to me, no. If he's human, and we don't really, the group I'm with we kind of just got orders to do things, and the only human I really interacted with was the conscripting sergeant that would receive orders from
Right.
up above, yeah.
Narret, you didn't tell them that we were here, right?
We didn't talk to them. They came in and they asked for Goose.
Okay, so they only talked to Goose.
Yeah,
I trust Goose, but I still
we-
think we should go check in with him.
We
We
just
should talk-
Should I
jumped
kill
them.
Goose?
No, don't kill Goose.
Okay, I won't.
It was a
Goose?
little more tense, but other than that, we after we cleared them to enter Hillshuggle, they went straight to Goose.
All right, may we go speak to Goose?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he won't care that you guys are here.
Okay. I'll start walking towards the...
Yeah, and they kind of like
Fine.
file in an arc behind you and walk you into Hillshuggle as you like start to get into like the thicker part of the redwoods, and you see the long table that goes across all of Hillshuggle, and you see the halflings all running around. You see Goose is over like tending to where they usually have like their huge campfire, and Narret goes, Hey, Goose. Your friends are here. And he looks up and he goes, oh my God. And he like runs over and he grabs your arm, Ophelia, and like shakes her and he's like, I'm so glad that you guys made it back. When you didn't come back that day, I was worried.
I'm glad we decided to come back. There's been some weird time.
Where did you guys go for 5 days?
We went to Oven Falls
Falls.
for one day.
Oven Falls.
That's it. We experienced time differently than you did while we were there.
It's very strange.
I mean,
Oven
are you
Falls.
surprised?
No.
I'm not.
I mean, I always knew it was weird there, but not that weird.
Before we address what we were told by Neri, has there been any news about the capital in Cash Hour? Have there been more disappearances since we've gone for almost a week?
I'm not sure. We haven't gotten an update recently.
Okay.
I know about the
Yeah.
ones before you were even here, but they haven't brought anything back.
Well, I guess that begs the question for the elephant in the room. What did the Crown's Guard tell you, ask you, interrogate you for?
We should
Magic.
probably come with me.
I'll follow him.
And he starts walking.
Hmm.
Staff hitting the ground every other step, and he walks over to a bigger tree, pulls aside like a curtain and steps inside. And steps into this pretty big, like, open, like, living room with, like, nicer, like, leather furniture and stuff like that, with, like, a rustic-looking, like, wood legs and everything. A big, like, circular carpet is in the middle of the room in front of, like, a coffee table, and you see that on the back of it he's carved out, like, almost like a fire pit that he's laid some stones around to kind of protect it. And he says, please, have a seat. Let me get some tea for you guys. And he walks out a curtain out into another tree that's close by, and he comes back a couple minutes later with some tea and sets it down on the table, and he sits in like this big like leathery chair that he has with like antlers coming out of the head of the chair that's placed like next to the fire, and he pokes at it to like get it going again. He goes, they had one of those mage cloaks with them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell them anything about you, but when they entered, I'm not a fan of them being here in Hillshuggle, so we usually try and get them out quickly. But they made an offer that for the people of Hillshuggle, I couldn't completely refuse. And he looks
What
around.
kind of offer?
They said, I told them that you hadn't been here. They said that if you were to come here, Danny, that, and we were to pass along the information, which I'm a man of my word, but I'm also a man of my honor, and they said that if you were to come through here and I passed along that information or helped them in their whatever wild goose chase they have against you guys, that they would leave Hillshuggle alone and not worry about us not being a part of Westopia.
Is he telling the truth?
Make an insight check.
I think this is going to upset Jackson, and he's just gonna like, son of a bitch, and he like kicks a bucket across the room.
Mm-hmm. He seems like he's telling the truth. He doesn't seem like he has anything to hide. And he goes, it was the scrawny kid who's most interested. Weird fella.
Did he give you a name?
Yeah. Ramar Dewblossom.
Lamar Dewblossom. Have you ever heard of him?
The name doesn't sound familiar, but he looks and he goes, he kind of resembled you. He didn't seem honorable within, not honorable, but high up. Just kind of doing his job.
Probably us. Well, and he's probably similar to me. Probably.
If the Crown's Guard wouldn't have been with him, we wouldn't even have let him in.
Was it only me they were interested in?
No, they mentioned your brother as well.
Looks like we're safe.
Something about abandonment.
I mean, we all have abandonment issues.
Yeah.
Right, I did kind of go AWOL though, so.
I understand. We've dealt with them a couple times. Being as I am, they've come and tried to poke and prod at me, but I'm a little more powerful than the ones they usually send. And
please, Goose, don't take my outburst as me being angry with you.
I understand.
I understand you have to look out for your people.
Of course, and believe me, I can look out for my people and look out for you guys as well.
I hope that, in a way, we are your people. Not
Absolutely.
literally, but...
Anybody who's welcome in Hillshuggle as well as you guys are Hillshuglins in my eye.
Hillshuglins.
So how far of a head start do we have?
I mean, they came in right after you left. It was uncanny. Almost like they knew you had been here. They even seemed skeptical when I told them you hadn't. They're very proddy.
Yeah, we were a little stupid in Gilmore.
What'd you do in Gilmore?
We?
Jackson.
I made a mistake.
My throat.
What kind of mistake?
Just, revealing too much information.
Such as our names.
And where
Speak
we
for
were
yourself,
going.
They don't know my name.
That is a dangerous game to play, especially if these people are after you.
It was a gamble, which obviously
Okay.
didn't pan out correctly.
I think we've learned our lesson.
We all make
I look
mistakes.
at Jackson.
It's okay. I would just be a little more weary in the future.
I should have been. I feel like I should have known better. I've only been on the run for most of my life.
And he kind of like leans back in his chair. He goes, Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any confirmation of these rumors about the Mage Cloaks?
How do you mean?
Being one of them, do you have any inside ideals that they have?
I never held to their ideals. It was just more of a follow orders, get paid, be able to eat for a day or two kind of thing.
I would very loosely refer to Jackson as a mage cloak. I feel like he's a mage cloak in the same sense as squares are rectangle.
Oh,
We were never considered full.
I don't think that's how this is gonna work. I think that like if you're a mage cloak, you're a mage cloak in the extent of the law.
Well, so out of character. Oh my gosh, what was I gonna ask? It was just in my head.
It just...
Oh,
Whisk
it was a
away
good
with
question.
time.
And it just
It said "Abadawee."
We.
we.
so it's more of a business agreement than I was never considered a full mage cloak.
Mhm.
We just kind of worked for them.
They just paid you.
Yeah, like a contractor.
Oh,
A bounty hunter.
Well, it's me and my other mutant brothers and sisters that they would conscript to go find mages. That's
believe me,
A bounty hunter.
Did he say mutants?
how the fuck do you think I use my magic there, Zilzap?
Well, I mean, you're a mage cloak. I thought you just could use magic.
No, sir. It was bestowed to me through a painful and rigorous process.
Oh, that's why he has a metal arm.
No,
No,
that
not-
happened at a
you
different
have to
time.
listen, buddy.
Yeah, I did. That
No,
would be very
no,
painful, wouldn't
no,
it?
That's not. No, Zil.
It
You're
was.
gonna tell me I'm wrong?
You can have pain in multiple variations.
Yeah, but that seems like a very noticeable amount of extreme pain.
Well, it was, but then losing his arm was a different notable amount.
So you had that happen twice?
One of them was voluntary. One of them was taken from me.
Man, I thought dying was bad.
There's physical pain and then there's emotional pain.
Well, I think these were both mental pain. Or not mental, but physical pain.
Therian would be accurate. His assumption.
These are not.
There's many different kinds of pain. I
Yeah.
think we're a little off topic.
Sure.
No, I kind of like this topic.
We can discuss what's happened to me
Pain?
on the way to Kashire.
Without love.
Kinky.
Goose just kind of smiles and like pokes at the fire and he goes, "Anyway, what I meant was, I've met a fair amount of mage cloaks in my days. Believe me, I would never associate without your insignia of them. I would have never thought of you to be one. You could.
I've never worn their mark.
I would just be careful then, because some of them seem to strange. It's like they spread. But you don't remind me of any of them.
How do you mean like they spread?
They seem
He's
to
saying
be,
like melted butter.
There seems to be more and more of them, and they seem to be trying to become more powerful than what they were, or what they wanted to do. And with your testimony of them hiring you and your mutants, was it?
Yep.
I mean, it seems like they're trying to get more powerful rankings.
Did I put that in my character sheet, what they were called? It was like the Brotherhood of something.
Interesting.
Brotherhood of Mutants.
I don't know if I called it that. It was like, I think it was like Brotherhood of Night or something like that. Like it was something like that.
Something badass like that.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it right now, Kyle?
It's probably like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, it's almost time for bed.
Well, I'm glad that we came back to speak to you, and thank you for protecting us. Almost from ourselves. Well, literally from ourselves.
Where are you going after here?
That's a good question.
To the capital.
To Kashire.
From the frying pan into the fire, it seems.
That is quite true, as they came straight from Kashire.
I would not like to be burned again.
When it comes to the mage cloaks, like you said, it's
A metaphor.
you can kill as many people as you want, but the ideals are what you need to change. You can't kill an idea.
That's what I fear, that their ideals are spreading and gaining traction, and fanatics.
And we fight that too. We need to gain a foothold.
But what are their ideals? What are their goals? What do they believe? I don't know.
That's beyond me.
Should be nameless.
I agree.
Yeah.
You took my idea.
No,
I
what
told
do
you
mean?
on the way here that
No,
I
you
wanted
did.
to
You
suggest
did not
that.
say that.
That's so rude.
That is not rude.
It's a good name, Zilzab.
What?
It's a good name, Zilzab.
It's a little ironic. It's we're saying we're the nameless, but that's our name.
Well, the nameless can be anybody, right? So say we can build a following. We can kind of orchestrate things from behind the scenes and have and no one knows who we are.
That requires a little bit of discretion on our part.
Yes, and we also have to get to the capital to try and sway the lower income. I think would probably the slum areas of Kashire would probably follow our cause the easiest, the fastest.
I can disguise myself, and I can try to disguise you guys as well.
Don't disguise me.
With my
I'll be fine.
disguise kit.
I'll be
just
fine.
throw my hood up.
Okay. That works too. I also have a hood.
I don't think we should stay here the night, though.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
But I love it here.
You're
I
welcome.
didn't mean to do that either.
You're
But it's
welcome
not safe.
to stay here.
They're gone. They don't know we came back.
And even
How
if
do you
they-
know they're not coming back?
Well, if they do, and you do decide to stay here, you will have all of Hillshuggle on your side.
I can ask. I will
I
cast
think-
Augury. Just
Okay.
right in the middle of Goose's
Right in
house.
the middle of his living room.
If you
Ophelia.
kill a mage cloak and some Crown's Guard, then that's that. But
Ophelia,
Yes.
augury only applies for the next 30 minutes.
Yes, it's a decision we make in the next 30 minutes. If we decide to stay here, will we be safe?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be safe because if shit hits the fan, I'm running away.
and that's your decision, so Zap.
Mm-hmm.
I think tonight.
But are you always gonna run from things? Is that
Yep.
And I'm
how-
using my tarot cards for this.
That's how Zittlezab the Booyah, fighter of Azneth? Is that how he operates?
Yep. When you've died 8 times, it changes things for you a little bit.
You're like a cat.
For now, I'm on my last one. That's the problem.
Let's not waste it then.
Yeah. So if something goes bad, I'm gonna leave.
I'm trying to do magic here.
You are talking to me.
You did start that sentence.
Well, Zittlezap, I have my faith in you that if shit does hit the fan, you'll fight by my side.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna fight until I realize it's hopeless.
I have faith in you.
I wish I had faith in myself.
Well, you can use my faith in you until you build that confidence.
That's a lot of faith giving. Isn't that his
Yeah.
job?
I have faith in you, Zittlezap.
Liar.
Cast this as a
Didn't
ritual.
give me the
right?
chance to say it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We leveled up. But I'm still gonna do it as a ritual.
I believe in you.
Thanks.
I just pat your head.
Is there somewhere we can get? Oh, good.
Guys, shh.
You start digging
Just don't
through
talk
your tarot deck. And you shuffle it and lay them out how they're supposed to be, and you flip over the one card that'll give you your answer, and you pull out a card that you haven't seen before. It's blank. It just has like a almost like reflective, like shimmery surface on it, but there's no picture painted on it. And the spirits kind of surround you and whisper to you, and you get the idea that there's no good or bad results from staying in Hillshuggle.
Bro, she really held up her notepad.
She
That's
held
a
up
tarot
tarot card.
I held up a tarot card.
Catherine said, "I got props, motherfucker."
Hey, I've actually done readings with these cards.
Did you read Myra?
I'll do one for you when you visit.
But did you read Myra?
The ghosts say, do what you want, it doesn't matter.
The ghosts.
That's oddly inspecific.
Oddly, what?
Inspecific?
Is that a word?
Is it unspecific?
I think it's not specific. I know it's not specific. The ghosts are always vague. It's kind of annoying.
Then, like,
Worship a god.
wait,
You
then
get,
No.
you get
why would you
shivers,
ask?
Ophelia.
I deserved that.
Deserve
fine.
what?
I would like to stay here. I feel safe here. But we don't have
Prerogative.
to.
I believe we should enjoy our last night in shelter before we head back out.
You can break bread with the halflings one more time. I'm
Thank
with it.
you, Therion.
One more time. That's 3 more times, dog.
A few more
Well,
times.
At least 10 more times. Goose, I believe we will stay the night.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We're staying.
And he pokes at the fire a little bit. He goes, well, dinner is in a couple hours. Feel free to. Well, you know, what's ours is yours.
Thank you.
And then
for
he just stays in his house.
candor. I'll leave.
I'm gonna stay behind.
Okay. Zittlezap Jackson.
As I'm leaving the tent, I'm just gonna kind of give like a side-eyed look to Goose and just be like, I understand what you're doing for your people, but you know I can't trust you.
I never asked you to trust me. But know that I trust you, and we'll do everything we can to protect you.
Ophelia comes first over everything.
Absolutely.
And then I'm gonna like I'm assuming it's like a cloth door, just kind of like billow it behind me as I leave.
All dramatic.
Dramatic as fuck. Jesus. I have my tarot cards out already, so I'm gonna go do tarot readings for the halflings.
Okay. You see a bunch of them get excited and just like rush you. Zittlezap, are you exiting the house?
Oh yeah, I'm going out on my own.
Okay. So Therion, your friends leave. Jackson a little more dramatic than everybody else. And
What else is
Good.
new?
Goose just kind of looks at you and goes, is there something the matter, young Wind Waker?
Yes. Oven Falls. What all do you know of it?
Not much. We've sent some scouts out there, and most of them have had an unpleasant time there, and they come right back and swear they're never going back. Just seems like a waterfall, except weird. It's like a weird waterfall.
I would agree.
What else did you find there?
We it's kind of complicated. From my experiences, I would leave it alone. For the sake of everybody. And I don't just mean Hillshuggle.
Kind of just looks at you and goes, I mean, I can spread the word. Cryptic word at that.
I apologize for the cryptic sounding message, but I would just appreciate if you would kind of let people know, for the sake of not just Hillshuggle, but everybody. Oven Falls should be a place to stay away from.
Of course, I'm sure that'll be welcome news throughout all of Hillshuggle.
And thank you for the shelter and giving us a safe place to stay and warm food to eat.
He goes, of course. Anything
And I
for
just like-
friends.
I just reach out to shake his hand.
Yeah, he shakes it back.
And I just leave.
Okay. As you're like walking out, when you get to like the curtain, he goes, Therion.
Yes.
He kind of like looks at you and he looks over the top of his glasses and he goes, that creature in the woods the night of the bonfire, what did it say to you?
That it was only a matter of time. And I'm gonna walk out.
You see just like a glint in his eye as you walk out, and he kind of just nods and then looks back at the fire. So, you guys are free. Is there anything anybody wanted to do while in Hill
I
Shuggle?
am going to like search through the camp, just kind of like looking for any remnants of these Crown's Guard or
Just all of Hill Shuggle?
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a investigation or perception check.
Let's see what's better. Investigation is.
Okay. You spend some time looking around. You get some weird side eye from a couple of halflings as you're kind of just like snooping around a little bit. But you don't find any remnants. The only thing maybe you find is some boot prints that haven't been covered up yet. That don't match any of your party members, and obviously doesn't match any of them because they don't wear shoes. But other than that, they.
Where do the freshest prints go off to?
The freshest one besides yours would like head out the way that you guys came in.
Okay.
I would like to go find the two that I share the tea with all the time.
Okay, the ones that you spar with?
Yeah. And I want to get some of like the herbs from the temple off of the cart.
Okay. So you go and grab your herbs and start looking around. And while you're looking, you hear, just like off in the distance a little bit, you hear, "No. Darian?
I turn my head. Yes?
Did you practice at all? You've had 5 days worth."
I was preoccupied.
You're never too preoccupied for practice, young Therian.
I was at Ubben Falls.
That's not an excuse.
Fair.
Did you fight anything there?
Yes.
Did you use your spear?
Yes.
He squints at you. Make a deception check.
Where is that? Yeah. You really collapsed my character. Oh no. Bruh.
Okay. Let me see. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Same here, I'm at -1.
Yeah. 15. Ooh.
He squints his eyes at you and goes, "Well, then, got any more of that tea?"
That's exactly why I was coming to find you.
And he like nudges his friend. He goes, "Well, you beat me. I get a whole bag."
How about this? And I sit down at like the table and like I just pat the table.
And he like looks at you and goes, "We don't play cards here."
We're not playing cards.
And they both walk over and they sit down. What?
I spread out like the herbs on the table, and like I grab just like a regular tea bag, and I look at them like, with these herbs, this is how you can make my temple's tea. That way you may still have it even when I leave tonight
Like
or tomorrow.
the other one grabs a couple of them and like sniffs them and goes, "I think we could find these out in the woods."
Really?
Possibly.
I didn't know that they grew all the way down here.
And then he grabs one of them and he goes, "This one smells funny. I've never seen this one before." Goes, "So you're saying you want us to go all the way up to Ferris to make tea?"
No. You can have these ones to plant and grow more of.
And they both just like get wide-eyed and they're like, "Oh, that's smart.
That
That is." I
Big
like
brain.
the way you think, Wind Waker. Thank you.
Words.
I guess I don't have to beat you today.
However, I will spar with you one more time.
You will lose one more time. Sure.
That is decided by the gods.
And like in a flash, he like jumps up and grabs one of like the spears off the rack that they've made. And he just like stands there at the ready.
I just stand up and like I do like a little like spin with my spear, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. And we watch as Therian and this halfling start sparring. It's probably still pretty clunky for Therian.
Yeah, you know.
While they're sparring, I catch a scent of that tea, and I'm gonna come start steeping some water and watching them.
And you watch as Therian slowly starts to get his butt kicked by this little halfling.
I sneak up behind Jackson while he's watching.
Oh god.
I go, boo!
Hello, Ophelia.
Get shit on.
Go ahead and make an attack, Therian. We'll see how bad you actually are doing.
I'm just gonna roll my mace because I don't have a spear macro.
Wrong. Minus what, 3?
No, I can use my strength for a spear.
But you're not proficient in it.
So it's -2.
Oh, so -2.
-2. Okay, so 17.
So 17.
Yeah, you jab at him. He's like, okay, maybe you did practice just a little bit.
Thank you, Cadencia.
And he goes and he pokes at
Stop
you.
leveling up.
Where's mine? I thought these nerds had spears. Where's their spear?
I'm gonna start packing my pipe and just kind of sitting back and watching as the tea is steeping.
Does a 19 hit you?
No, that's a short sword, bro.
They don't have spears on them. Does a 19 hit you?
Not after I. Yeah, that hits.
You don't have that shield out, buddy. Nice try. He like jabs just like right underneath your armor. He's like, but you still got to get better at the parry. And he like spins his spear around and like hooks yours and like flicks it out of your hand.
Bro.
You'll get there eventually.
Did they teach you to be this stiff at the temple?
And the one that's sitting at the table with you drinking the tea just goes, ha ha.
I take
That's
out
my
my
tea you're
slingshot
drinking there.
and I aim it at them, and I'm like, I could do it.
And he
Should I
just-
do it?
He just holds up his cup and takes a big swig of it. He goes, I am already drinking it, so.
I definitely like instead of a handshake, just going for a big hug for the dude that like taught me how to use a spear.
Oh yeah, he'll hug you back. It's probably a little awkward. You probably like lift him up just a little bit. He's like, okay, put me down. Thank you.
I mean, hug
Sorry.
is in the name of the place. Hills.
Can't have hill struggle without a hug.
Huggle. Exactly.
You can also not spell hill struggle without hill.
You're very observant.
Both the halflings' eyes just go wide. You're like blowing their mind. They're like, and like one of them goes, "Is it supposed to be pronounced Hills Huggle? Have you been doing it wrong this whole time? Did you ever meet Mrs. Hill? No? Okay. Oh, God.
It is hill struggle, don't worry.
Sorry about that. I mean, there's dialects that may pronounce it differently. My point was that the word hug is in Hillshuggle. That's all I meant to. That's it.
And
And then I give him a hug.
Okay, and they like pat you and give you a hug. They don't know exactly who you are because like you met people last time, but you didn't like meet everybody, so they're just kind of like, okay, strange lady, thanks.
You mean everyone here doesn't know me? Come on.
I mean, we've heard of you, but not the hugging. Like that's a whole like level.
This is my mentor.
Sorry. He's the one that gave me a slingshot when I came through here the first time. I told you that.
And the other one at the table goes, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
It wasn't really that long ago. It was like a few weeks ago. Maybe like a month and a half. I don't know. Time is weird.
It's a long time ago.
I guess so.
And they both just kind of sit there and drink their tea. Little Zap, what are you up to?
Are there shops here in Hill Struggle?
You can certainly look around if you would like. Make a perception check.
That's not a yes or no question.
Ooh, a 2. Oh no.
You notice that every tree is just carved into a house, and if people need goods or services or anything like that, they seem to just trade.
Okay, then I would like to climb
shops.
up to one of these trees.
Okay.
And knock on the door.
Okay. You just pick a random tree.
Yep, the first one I see.
Okay. And you knock, and you hear a voice inside go, "Hello?"
Nope, next one. I'm gonna walk to the next door.
It's like as you're walking, and that's when this old halfling sticks his head out the opening because there's not a door, and he's just like, "Did you need something?"
No, not when you sound like that. I don't. I'm gonna knock on the next door.
They don't have his ageist.
And he looks. Okay, so you go knock on another one, and you hear a, "Yes."
Ah, yes, that'll work. I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, and you pull aside the curtain, and this halfling woman looks at you and goes, "May I help you?"
Yeah, I need some thread.
Why?
Because I'm making something. Why else would I need thread? What else do you need thread for?
You just go to people randomly and ask for thread.
Well, I didn't see any shops.
What are you going to give me for it?
I have gold.
I have no need for gold.
Well. I have a pot I can give you. I'm gonna rummage through my bag and grab a pot.
Let's see, she goes, a pot.
Yeah.
Will you leave if I give you the thread?
Absolutely, but I need 3 different colors.
And she goes to grab a basket that you see is full of different threads, and she stops and she goes, "What?
How much for the basket, lady?"
"More than a pot. I need this. This is what I do."
How about 2 pots?
I will give you 3 colors for 1 pot. Well, that's fine. I'm not giving you my basket.
Okay, I need purple, red, and blue. A light blue, preferably.
And she digs around, and she she pulls out a purple and a red one as soon as you say it, and then she grabs a blue one, and you go a light blue, and she just rolls her eyes and lets go of a very dark blue thread, and she digs a little bit more, and she goes, "Is this fine?"
Yeah, that'll do it.
"How much do you need?"
The whole spool, you know.
You want to take 3 whole spools of my thread?
Yeah, that was the deal.
Whatever, and she hands it to you.
Thank you.
Grabs the pot out of your hand.
Can I ask you one more question?
And she's already turned around and walked towards back into her house, and you just. Yes.
Do you know anyone that would be willing to trade something for a pot?
Why? You don't. What?
I don't have a pot.
Did you need the pot?
Well, yeah, but you obviously needed it more, and I wanted the thread.
That means that you needed the thread more than the pot. Do you not know how trading works?
Yeah, but now I also need a pot. Do you not hear what I'm saying? Is there a miscommunication here?
And she just hands you the pot and closes her eyes, and she says, "Go. Just."
I'm gonna
It's not worth. I have pots. It's not worth it.
If you were just gonna donate the thread, you could have just started with that. Thanks. I'm gonna grab the pot and leave.
You okay?
You know,
Close the
lady,
curtain.
these stairs, this ladder up here is quite some climb. I don't know how you guys do this every day. 1, 2, it's all right, Zap. Just take it easy. You're gonna get down this just fine. Nice and slow, and safe. And he says, put his hands out when he touches the ground.
You hit the ground, and you're startled a little bit. You hear behind you. You hear, "Do I know you?"
I'm gonna hit this man with the pot. I'm gonna hit him with a pot.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh my god.
Is it a strength? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's
Improvised weapon?
Yeah,
Would
so
just
it
a
would be
flat
strength.
D20?
Yeah. You hear this old man, and you know it's this old hobbit behind you, and you just turn, knowing that you're gonna hit this thing, because it's like it's just you can't miss. You can't miss. You heard him talk, and you swing and you spin around, and with amazing agility and dexterity, he kind of like ducks down and does like a quick little flip and a somersault, and kicks your legs out from underneath you, and then stands back up.
Is that what you want to do, old man?
No, I just wanted
Is that the game you want to play,
You
old
are the
man?
one, and he's like standing over you, and he goes,
I'm
"You
gonna
are the
I'm
one
gonna start making
who
purple
swung
energy in my
a
hands.
pot.
Is this what you
At
want to
me.
do, old man?
You
Can we hear him yelling?
You
Are they
knocked
making a
on
bunch
my
of
door."
noise?
And then I'm just gonna.
Are
Can we
we
hear Ziddlezap
hearing
yelling?
this?
Yeah, do
I
we
mean-
hear him yell?
Make a perception check.
Oh, God.
It'll be a little higher, because like there's a whole crowd of halflings like playing and talking and stuff.
My passive perception is a 20.
Oh, I gotta pull up my.
I was going to say, come on here, Therian.
I'm on my phone.
Can
Jacob
you
was
just
doing
roll it?
stuff on his. No, I got it.
None of you are able to hear Ziddlezap.
Bro, I feel like I should have advantage.
You're literally having a conversation of your own.
I
Can
rolled
I
a
argue?
21!
I said it was a high DC. It was. I'm being dead serious when I say it was a DC 22 to try and hear Ziddlezap.
Fuck you!
I know it sounds awful because you rolled a 21, but in my head I was like, we'll make it like a 22. That one of them should get it. The wisdom people here. It's okay.
Fuck you.
It's okay.
No,
You'll get
I have
You'll get
my
over
rolls- I have my roll set to the right side.
Oh, shut up, Therian. You're drinking tea. What are you doing, Ziddlezap?
Do what?
What are you doing?
Oh, I used unsettling presence on him to scare him.
Okay. Okay, he just looks at you.
Get shit on. Get shit on.
He looks at you and goes,
I don't want to make Ophelia mad, but you're pissing me off, old man.
and he looks at you and he squints. He goes, I do know you. You haven't changed a bit. You asshole.
Who the hell are you?
And he like holds his hand down to pick you up.
I swat it away and I like stand myself up.
You're never gonna learn to take the help from others, are you, Ziddlezap?
No. Why would I trust people?
Because people trust you.
But they always end up stabbing you in the back or leaving you alone.
I know.
Yes, it's happened so many times now.
And he goes, 2 lives I knew you, that never happened.
2 lives? Who are you?
You don't recognize me.
No, you're some old man.
Oh, come, Ziddlezap. You
Wait, you know my... Oh, wait, I guess most people probably know my
You
name
need
here.
to
That's not...
change. There's a reason
Where-
that when you met me, you had gone through 6 lives already. This is why.
Who is this guy?
Come.
I'm gonna like turn around and like
And he's already walking away, and he's like, "Let's go."
go where?
Can we just go to my house? I have tea.
Jackson says it's
quiet.
not safe to follow strangers.
Who's Jackson?
He's my friend. Well, acquaintance. I don't have friends, remember?
Yeah, I remember. That was always your problem.
So?
Now come.
Okay, I guess. But if you try anything, I can kill you. I promise.
I can kill you, and by the looks of you, you're not as powerful as you used to be. You must be fresh.
You're fresh. Are you You're gonna insult me and then tell me to follow you?
You're still
That's
young,
rude.
aren't you?
Young? Well, yeah, I'm only like 3 weeks old.
Yeah. You can't kill me. Come on. Let's go.
I just like look to the side and I'm like,
He's a monk,
this
isn't
guy's
he?
a real asshole.
I've seen you at your most powerful, Zittlezap. 21 days is not enough.
Is this what it's like getting a taste of your own medicine? Because it sucks.
Do you do this to people a lot?
Yeah, well,
he just like kind of
one
like
might
looks
say that.
and he feels the presence of Ophelia and he goes, "Yep, I figured. Come, I have something for you. Let's go."
Okay, we have to go back up the ladder?
No, my house is on the ground. You.
Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God.
And he walks you
I
back
don't
to
like
the tree that
ladders.
you knocked on before, and he pulls aside the curtain. And you notice that like he's got like to weigh it down. He's got like a coin placed on like where his hand would go to pull aside the curtain. And a quick glance before he grabs it, it's this like it almost looks like a completely it's like rusted. It's bronze. Like it's like this bronze coin, but it has like a head on it. And the head has a goatee coming out of it, and it just looks like a human head with a goatee, but the head looks like oxidized. So it's like this greenish color. And he just pushes it aside, and he get in here, let's go.
Alright, fine. And I walk inside.
And he pulls the curtain back, and he goes, "So, how many lives has it been?" As he's
What do
like
you mean?
grabbing cups and like starting to pour tea, and grabs a couple of biscuits. He goes, "Since what life are you on now? Do you know that at least?"
Kreshnar said this is number 9.
"So I missed you for an entire life. Well, that's fine. We can make up for old time." And he kind of like grabs his side a little bit and pours some tea, and he says, "Here."
I'll drink a bit of it, and then I will like rummage through my backpack and get out my little journal of notes and be like, "Are you Jerry?" No, you don't look like a Jerry. Ben? No. Alright. This is disgusting. Oh, it's so bad.
"Do you not like tea?"
It tastes like dirt.
"Oh, you used to
and
love it.
leaves.
That's what tea is."
Well, I hate it.
"You obviously will not like it here very long."
Do you have water?
And he like looks at you, goes, "Okay," and he walks away for a minute and comes back with some water. "Here."
Thanks. And I'm gonna like take a spoon and like spin it around in the water and use prestidigitation to make it cold. And I'm gonna drink it like, that really hit the spot. Thanks, buddy.
"Yeah. Anyway, do you have an R fire in there?" And he like nods at your notebook.
Who?
"R fire. Zittlezap, we work together."
And I'm not seeing anything. Nothing's ringing any bells, honestly.
"Maybe this will." And he goes and he grabs a small, it looks like a jewelry box, and he opens up the lock real quick, opens it up, and he pulls out like a chain, and at the end of it hangs like a medallion, and he hands it to you. He goes, "This was yours back in the day. Probably don't
Would I
want to
recognize
lose it again." It is the same coin that was hanging from his curtain.
But would I recognize it as mine or Just the coincidence of the two being the same.
Make a history check. You get like a slight flash of like remembering owning this thing. Like you kind of get like a memory kind of like sparks, and you know that it is yours, but you don't remember why or how it's yours.
I'm gonna reach out and try to grab it.
And he's handing it to you, so he just lets go.
I'm like, gimme!
There's no reason to be so rash. Calm down, Zittlezap. Not everyone's out to get you all the time.
Well, it sure as hell seems like it. But this looks pretty cool. You said this is mine?
Yes, from your days with the Society.
The Society?
Oh, Zittlezap, you lose more memories every time.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the brain damage. They repair everything except for that.
He goes, yes, Osiris. The Osiris Society.
Osiris Society. That sounds important.
I mean, we are important. Well, I'm not. I've retired, but they are important.
Neat. And where would I find this Osiris Society?
Everywhere. I mean, they are everywhere. You just have to watch your surroundings, pay attention.
All right, well,
they're not going to walk up to you and just willy-nilly tell you who they are.
all right, well,
But they do
can I
all
keep
have this. And he taps on the coin and he goes, of course, it's yours.
What does it have?
What is it, what?
What? I thought you said that everybody had something.
Everyone within the society has this coin as to know each other.
Oh, so can I wear it like a necklace? Is it like a necklace right now?
Yeah, it's a neck. It's got a chain on it like a necklace.
All right, I'm gonna put it on.
And he goes, of course, just maybe don't flash it to everybody. Be careful with it.
All right, you got it. And I'm gonna like shove it into like very messily shove it into my shirt.
And he just kind of like rubs his head. You don't. I'm gonna regret giving you that. I can already feel it.
No, I'll take good care of it.
Will you take good care of the information that it holds?
Yeah. Go find people who have this coin, and they'll tell you things. Just don't let other people know you're looking for people with coins.
Sure, that's what I meant.
Yep, awesome,
And-
got it.
You do know if anybody catches you with that, it's bad luck.
Well-
Maybe bad times. Do you remember that?
No, honestly, but everything has been bad for my life right now, so it's okay.
Okay. Do you remember your duties as a member of the Osiris Society?
I don't know what the Osiris Society is.
Zittlezap. Do you remember Briv?
Who?
Brivin.
Brivin?
Swiftthorn.
Do I remember a Brivin Swiftthorn?
Yes. Brivin Swiftthorn is the grandfather of, or the great-grandfather of the guard that you talked to.
Oh, yeah!
And
I remember Brivin.
he was the man in the dream that you had most recently.
Yes.
He goes, well, he was a member as well. He's the one who let you into the society. You're tasked
I should
with,
probably go see that guy.
well, he's dead. So that's going to be difficult. Unless you can
Well.
speak with them.
Okay, well, what am I supposed to do with this coin then?
You just keep an eye out. Westopia
Okay.
is on all of Westopia. Mostly it's guards, it's leadership, all those people.
Does this guy have a sink?
No. He lives
Where
in a
does he
tree.
get his water from?
He had like a bucket full of water that he like collects daily.
All right, I'm gonna go walk over to his bucket and be like, "Hey, do you mind if I take a little bit more of this?"
Of course, I mean I can go get more.
Okay, good. and I'm gonna fill up my water skid and the cup he gave me.
He just kind of looks. He says, "It's a good thing it's the end of the day."
I'm gonna spin the spoon around and make my water cold again.
He goes, "Is there anything you would like to know, Zittlezap?"
No, I don't think so. I'll just watch out for more people.
Okay. And if you see anything shady happening with Westopia and between Westopia and the north, that's when you need to find people with that coin and let them know.
Westopia in the north. Alright, got it. Wait, do you mean like Silith?
No, Silith is within Westopia. North of Westopia.
Well, what's north of Westopia?
He goes, goodness. And just kind of looks like baffled for me. He goes, that's where Vrothia was.
That doesn't sound like a real name. Are you pulling my leg?
No, I'm not. Why would I lie to you, Zittlezap?
Alright, Frothia, got it.
Vrothia.
Frothia.
We were tasked with keeping an eye on relations between Westopia and Vrothia long ago. Nothing?
And where?
No bells?
Nope.
Zroham? None of these names mean anything to you, do they?
I'm just blinking at him.
It's okay. You will learn. But if you catch anything, if you hear the name Zroham, Vrothia, anything about the Ice Queen, anything between them and Westopia, that is when that coin comes in handy, Zittlezap.
Got it. Okay. I have to go find my friends now, old man. I mean, acquaintances. I don't have friends.
You never did. We always considered you our friends, Zittlezap. Maybe you should rethink your acquaintances now. I'm sure they're the same.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
He's gonna look at the ground and be like, Alright, well.
Learn to trust people, Zittlezap.
Okay, I probably won't, but if something bad happens, I'm gonna tell them you gave me the coin. Thanks, buddy. And I'm gonna walk out the door.
You walk out the curtain and walk away.
And I'm gonna go just try to find the rest of the party.
Okay. That takes you a little bit, but eventually you find them. They're all sitting there talking to two halflings, drinking some tea, laughing, sparring
Smoking
a little
from
bit.
a pipe.
I'm gonna wedge myself between the two halflings.
They excuse you?
What?
We were sitting here.
Yeah, well, now I am. What's the point?
Zittlezap,
What do you want, time boy?
find a new seat.
I found my seat. They were sitting in it.
No, that
No,
was not
I'm
your
perfectly
seat.
fine right here.
That was not your seat, Zittlezap.
That's okay.
No.
There's something
you
called
can't,
manners.
Zittlezap.
They didn't mind.
I believe they did.
They would have said, "Don't sit here."
You just forced yourself in there
They
before
just-
they
they
could
just-
At the
moved
same
over.
time, they both turn their heads towards you and go, "Don't sit here."
No, I'm
Like
already
twins.
here. Sorry. This is reserved for Zittlezap.
I unreserved this seat for Zittlezap.
I don't care what you say, so it doesn't matter. Man, is there any food around here, though?
I just picked Zittlezap up.
I'm across the table.
I get up.
Does it seem like Zittlezap is acting strange, or is he just being his usual self?
That's up to Zittlezap there. Jakey poo.
I mean, I don't think I'm acting strange.
No, this is definitely just Zittlezap.
Okay.
The two halflings definitely just nudge closer to you and kind of just squish you between them. Make you as uncomfortable as possible.
I'm just gonna be like, I would move over a little bit if I were you.
And they both go, okay. And they squish a little bit more into you.
I'm gonna grab both of them with shocking grats.
Okay.
Diddle zap.
Gonna shock him and be like, "What?"
Okay. The one that you
Just enough.
the one that you poke immediately grabs his spear and like puts it at your throat.
Ziddle
Oh,
zap.
are things about to get fun now?
Ziddle
I
zap.
get up, and I walk over to Ziddlezap. I'm like, let's just take a stroll.
I just got here. What's wrong?
No, we need to go talk over there.
No, it's okay. I can take these guys.
No, we're gonna go talk over there.
No, it's okay.
We're not fighting our hosts.
Hey.
All I did was sat down with you guys. I don't know what the big deal
Ziddle-zap.
is.
Ziddlezap, look at
Are
me.
you
know what?
okay?
I don't want to be here. And I get up and just leave. I didn't want to be here anyways. You guys are lame. Rude. Unappreciative.
I'm gonna get up and follow him.
What did he? I'm gonna follow him too.
I'm just gonna be like, I got this. Don't worry. Trust me.
Sure.
Of all of his acquaintances, I feel like he has some kind of friendly relationship with me, so I'm gonna go see if he's alright.
Right.
I agree.
And then I will follow Ziddlezap.
I'm just mumbling a bunch of rude remarks under my breath.
Okay. So eventually, it's not hard for you to catch up to Ziddlezap. I mean, your legs are twice the size of him. So you catch up eventually and hear him kind of just mumbling.
Hey, bud.
What?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
You're being a little less cordial than usual.
I'm just sleepy and kind of confused. And I was trying to spend time with you guys because I'm not good at that. And then you guys got mad at me. So I thought I would just walk away.
I'm not mad at you.
Therion was really mad. But
Therion's-
that's okay. I understand. He's just trying to be nice.
Therion's too pious to understand when he's being rude or nice to people.
If I knew what pious meant, I think I would agree with you.
Bruh.
He trusts much too heavily in his own gods, I think.
Gods are dumb.
They can be. They don't really affect much.
Nope.
People are what matter.
Sometimes. Most of the time, they just hurt you more than the gods do.
Yeah, they definitely
What
can.
happened to this goblin?
You wanna go sit in a field,
Died 8
just fucking,
I know. I'm just kidding.
and just sit there?
They just take people, even if they're not supposed to go yet.
Mm-hmm. It's not fair.
It's not fair. I miss my friends.
I know.
Or, well, my friend.
Iki, the one you talk about
Yeah,
sometimes.
he keeps showing up in my dreams.
Tell me about him.
Well, you see, he's got these big wings that are like blue and green and yellow, and he used lightning just like I did, and that's where I got this cool bag, and I'm gonna like rip my bag open and like throw everything out of it as a goblin does, and pull out my healer's kit. And like, see, this is Iki on the front.
And is it like a?
It's like a family
picture?
crest.
Would I recognize the crest at all, or like would I know it's the Salik like family crest, or is it?
Make a history check.
Michael knows what it is.
Well,
Jackson
Of course,
might.
you may have an advantage too, because Zilzap's kind of giving you the know-how. Eventually, it kind of clicks that you've probably seen it a couple times in stories and stuff.
The Saliks? You were friends with Iki Salik?
Yeah,
Wow.
we fought Azneth together, but you already know how that goes.
You just fought bravely. That's some kind of consolation, I think.
Yeah, but we didn't exactly end our friendship on the best of terms.
Is there a way for you to reconcile that with him or his spirit?
I hope so. When I'm dead, he'll forgive me.
I think if your bond is as strong as you've let on, I think Iki will forgive you.
I think so too. But I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
I'm here if you need me.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
And I'm gonna pick up my tent roll that's on the ground where I threw everything out of my bag and start putting my tent together out here in the woods.
Okay.
Sleep well, little Zep.
And then I'm gonna stay up the whole night making pajamas for the three of them.
So yeah, after a couple of minutes, Jackson eventually walks back to Ophelia and Therian. And the halflings have already kind of forgotten about it. They're laughing again, and
He'll be okay.
Did something happen?
I don't know if something happened. He just seems to be dwelling on some painful memories of old friends.
He's very hard to read.
He is.
Usually I have a pretty easy read on people.
I think that comes with the trauma of having to relive life over and over again and build relationships and have those relationships ripped away from you, which is probably why he is reluctant to open up to all of us.
Agree.
I didn't mean to run him off.
I know you didn't.
I wasn't mad at him.
I know, Therian. I know you weren't.
Okay.
He's just... I think he
He's
wants to be
Ziddlezap.
sensitive. He wants to be sensitive, but he's afraid to open up to us. For now.
It takes
just gotta
time.
support
I
him.
didn't mean for that to be a pun.
anytime you mention time, Tyler, it will be a pun.
The voice of Ziddleside comes behind you, just like, I hate when you do that.
What was that?
We just support him like we support each other. He'll come around.
I mean, I'll support him when he's not being overtly rude to my other friends.
I understand that
It
he's
is-
brash, but
He just doesn't understand.
he needs a little love.
It's not, I mean, yes, he doesn't understand, but like we can like
He
it's not
just
an
needs
excuse.
Some TLC.
What's that?
Some tender love and care.
It's not one I've heard before.
What have you heard before?
Not TLC.
Doesn't matter.
True life crime? What? He will be we can't just criticize him and yell at him like
Like a child.
a child.
Well, we can't just let him go around shocking grasping people.
We have to go about it a different way for him. He doesn't know.
When he's rude, we kind of corner him, and then he reacts, and that's...
Personally,
We just need to
Jackson,
be kinder about it. What's up?
Jackson, I think you should be the one to kind of help him do these things, because as much as I would love to step in and help, you two seem a lot closer than him and I are, and
I certainly have no problem doing that.
I think perhaps maybe even I understand some of his trauma in a way. We were both quite young when we were ripped apart.
Multiply that by 9 lifetimes.
he's done it 8 times now.
I think kindness and love is what we should show Ziddlezap. He'll warm up.
I'm trying not to use the word time again.
Just give him time.
Every once in a
my
while you
thing.
see Therian like bite his lip as he tries not to say time.
I'm going to retire. we should depart as early as first light.
I agree. Are we still planning to go straight to Kashar Hall?
Yes, I think we need to get to the bottom of these disappearances and establish ourselves as the Nameless.
I need to find this false.
And that we can't have people messing with the timeline.
Do you think these disappearances are directly connected?
It's a possibility.
It is the exact same as the way my father disappeared, and my grandfather. Cadencia
Your grandfather
herself.
disappeared too?
We went over this at the temple.
Sorry, I was
Yeah, his father lore dumped all of that.
It is
I
my
wasn't
duty.
listening.
The Lord dumped all of that. Thanks, Michael.
It is my sworn duty now to maintain the timeline and make sure nothing like this is happening, and I will do that to the best of my abilities.
And I will support you to the best of my ability. But
And
my
I
number
will say-
one priority is protecting Ophelia.
My number one priority is to protect all of you.
Well, then we're on good terms.
I appreciate being protected. This is the safest I've felt in a long time.
Good.
I know
would
you're being
appreciate
sincere,
if you
but
would
that was
protect
not
that.
sincere at all. This is the safest I have felt. You guys
oh, come
are
on.
amazing.
Leave me alone.
I'm just messing with you.
Anyway, sleep well. See you in the morning.
Agreed.
And I'll retire.
Wait, do I just end up in the same place as Jackson again?
Probably. You guys probably eventually end up in the places you stayed before. You guys are able to eat dinner and supper if you would like, and you retire, and you guys are able to get some quality rest, which to you isn't far from the last time you had quality rest, as it was also in Hillshuggle. And that is where we're going to take a quick break. So we'll be all right. Oh my God. That's great.
Still super blurry.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Secrets of the Lost Summit with Blurry Jake and Tyler.
And this weird accent Kyle's doing for some
I'm done.
reason.
Brother.
Alright. What's
I'll just come
happening?
put my face like right in front of the camera for the rest of the night. Try blaming the
Bet.
mic. See what happens.
I kind of want to see what happens. Hey, ooh.
Oh, oh.
Whoa.
Oh,
What
Oh.
witchcraft?
what's up, big boy?
So, the party is able to have your night's rest. You wake up in the morning as the halflings are preparing breakfast. You guys are able to get your things and gather near the center of Hillshuggle while they all start to sit down at the table. What would you guys like to do? Zilzap packs up his tent and
I'm preparing the cart.
comes back to Hillshuggle.
After my morning prayers, I'm gonna help Jackson with the cart.
I'll help too, if I can. Say goodbye to our friends. And Goose if he's up.
Yep.
Probably
there's a
better
bunch
if we didn't.
Oh.
Oh. Why?
He has to inform the Mage Cloaks when we leave.
He said he wouldn't.
He said he's going to because he's looking out for his people.
Is that what he said?
No,
That's
he
exactly what he said.
He said he wasn't going to.
No, he said he wasn't. And I trusted him.
That's the part where you gotta decide if Jackson trusts him or not.
I don't.
Well, I think I have a better read on him than you do.
Say your goodbyes. I'll be here.
Thanks for the permission. I'll say goodbye to Goose.
He comes out of his house a little like tattered and just kind of wearing like a nightgown, just not really like all the way awake. And he goes, "It was fun seeing you again, Danny. Feel
And
free
you.
to come back, but also watch out for yourselves."
I do hope that we will make our way back here, but there's no way to know if that's in the cards for us. Get it? Anyway.
The puns are my thing.
I understand.
No, they're really
but
not there, yeah.
If you ever need a place to stay, or you are ever just strolling throughout Westopia, we are always here.
I appreciate the discretion. And I'm sorry to put you in the position that we have.
No, it's
I'm hoping we can figure out what's going on and maybe gain enough influence to get them to leave you guys the hell alone.
hopefully one day that'll be a reality.
Yeah. But we'll be in touch.
Of course. Good luck,
Stay safe.
Danny.
Thank you.
And as you walk
Ow.
away, he just starts greeting some other halflings and whatnot.
Okay.
So you guys get your cart packed, get it all ready to go. Zittlezap eventually meets up with you. You guys are able to get on your cart, and you guys head out.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys start heading out. How are you getting to Kasha?
On foot.
Well, no shit.
I'm on my broom.
No, not. What is your mode of walking or riding or transportation?
Our
What is
feet.
your direction?
I'm riding in the cart.
Obviously.
Well, we have the map. Shall we follow the river? Is it...
Can this thing go through the mountain? There's a valley we could ride through.
Is
So if
there
we-
like
if
a
we
path
cut this
along
right
the
here-
river we could take?
I mean, you could just follow the shoreline of the river.
Will the cart go along there? Like, is there enough of a path?
Yeah, like it's about the same as what it is everywhere, where it's kind of just like scattered woods and whatnot, and then hills. Like you could make it happen.
Follow the river until we get to the road and head south.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Okay. Are you gonna head north around Hillshuggle or south around Hillshuggle? Like the north side of the river or the south side of the river?
I was thinking south side.
Yeah, probably, because we're gonna end up going south anyway.
There's
Okay.
probably some kind of guard at the gate at the crossing of the river as well, so
It's true.
probably safer to go south.
Do we even want to take the road?
I think we'll be okay as long as we hide our faces and stuff when we see Crown's guards.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So you guys start heading out. It takes a little bit to get out of Hillshuggle and around the mountain and whatnot to kind of get back towards Oven Falls, because that's where the river leads to. Kind of got to wrap around, and with the cart and going through the woods and the mountains, it probably takes you almost a whole day to get to Oven Falls. You get to where it starts to get familiar, and you see the waterfall, and you're able to it's mid-afternoon by the time you get there, so you're able to like start your trek down the river, where it's not open, but like the trees near the river are much more scarce, and you get out of the thick redwoods, so you're able to kind of maneuver the cart through the grass a little easier. But you eventually get around all of it and are able to lay down and take a rest for the evening, just a little bit down the Tavoni River,
Mm-hmm.
past Oven Falls.
Okay.
You guys pull off a little bit. You set up a little bit of a shelter, and you lay down. And get all your campsite packed up and unpacked and whatnot. Make a quick dinner, and you're able to lay down and you gain a long rest. You had a very peaceful day. Going through Oven Falls was probably a little bit weird again, as time kind of felt weird. But eventually, once you got past Oven Falls a little bit, the weather got a little bit cooler. And the only other thing that you would notice besides the weather getting cooler is once you got past Seven Falls, your guys' connection to magic kind of fractured just a little bit. When you were feeling very close with magic, you felt very powerful within Hillshuggle and Oven Falls. You kind of exited that area, and you, Zittlezap, Therian, and Ophelia, you kind of felt that like crack where your bones started to separate a little bit. Zittlezap, Ophelia, the spirits kind of got a little quieter, and Therian, you kind of felt that disconnect between you and Cadencia as you were walking.
Blood's a little thicker.
Yep. I always forget that like you have magic too. It's just like different magic.
It's
but
just
yeah,
with my blood.
Yeah, you feel just a little like off put as your blood kind of like thickens up.
You have some sort of coagulation disorder.
It's more viscous.
You
Oh.
know, all things considered, it's quite a beautiful ride.
It drips out like hot pudding.
Jackson, are you all right?
I am. Are you okay?
Just felt... I don't know.
I'm just wary. A bit hyper alert. That's all.
I trust Goose.
I can't afford to.
You trust me?
I do.
And by the transitive property.
What is a transitive
I don't even know what
property?
transitive property
I'm just
is.
kidding. Oh, I trust Goose, and if you trust me, trust me trusting Goose.
Oh, I don't trust any of you, so.
I'm talking to Jackson, so does that.
What?
Thank you for your input.
At the end of the
Of
day,
course.
he serves his people, not us. Not you.
I feel like we are his people.
After the way I acted, I don't think so.
Actions over words, I suppose. We'll see.
I don't believe he told them about us when they came through, and I don't.
No, I don't believe he
will.
did then. But I believe he may tell them that we did come through.
I don't. I don't think he will.
And I hope you're right. But if they put the sword to him, he may not have a choice.
Well, and I wouldn't blame him then. But I don't think you should underestimate him and the powers he has either.
I'm not underestimating him at all.
Or the
actually.
people will struggle.
I think I'm estimating him.
Oh, okay. What, you think I'm overestimating him? Underestimating him?
No. I don't think your trust is misplaced, but I can't.
That breaks my heart.
As long as it's still beating. That's what matters.
Yes, for now.
God damn, guys.
Yeah, you get used to people breaking your heart. It's just.
The gods would never break my heart.
Shut
Therion.
Therion.
Thank you for your input.
You're welcome.
I enjoy your misplaced faith, but
You of all people
Misplaced.
should know my faith is not misplaced.
Cadencia doesn't influence the world. She said she couldn't.
She can limitedly. Oh, she's powerful.
She's on chains.
Nerd.
The other gods keep her in check.
I think everyone has a limited influence on the world.
She has her role.
I have no influence on the world. What are you talking about?
That's a lie.
You
Zilzat.
keep coming back.
You come back for a reason. You fought the greatest evil that this entire planet has ever seen.
I didn't want to come back.
Maybe we'll kick Kreshnar in the teeth as well.
He's pretty tall. I don't know if I could. Well, you might be able to reach it, but I can't kick his teeth.
I can fly up and kick him in the teeth.
I shall hold you up to kick his teeth.
If you don't
Give
put
a lot
me
of teeth
down this
kicking.
instant.
I'm not holding you now.
You can fly with me on the broom and kick his teeth.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna take all of his powers.
Holy cow.
We'll help you.
To whatever
Maybe
end.
someday.
I believe we'll reach that day.
Let's get
You're not the first group to say that.
let's get the history books to reflect on Ziddlezap de Booyah very, very brightly.
It's gonna be a short book at this point.
9 lives, I
All a
think that's
matter
a,
of time.
More like a light novel.
Therion, say that one more time. I swear to God.
Which
Anyway.
God?
No, I'm gonna rest. We have a long day of travel tomorrow.
We do.
Oh, are we going to bed?
Yes.
Yes.
It is bedtime.
I have something for you guys.
You do?
Oh?
Oh.
Yeah. Once again, gonna throw all my stuff out of my bag. Therion, this is for you. Fwah! And I smack it into your chest.
What? What is this?
It's a onesie. To sleep in like mine. Purple. Well, it's purple.
Thank you, Ziddlezap.
You're welcome. I hope it fits well.
Me too.
I just used a tree for the size reference.
Oh, God.
You like unfold it. This thing is massive.
It's a little big, isn't it?
It is. It will go right over my armor.
Awesome.
Because Therion sleeps in his armor.
Sorry, guys. Skype hates me. But we're back, and I'm sorry. I'm not exactly sure how much everybody missed of your conversation, but please continue where you were. Go ahead.
That's okay. I was just giving Ophelia her yellow onesie to sleep in.
Okay.
I told her that it was I used myself as a reference with longer legs. I hope that was okay.
I think it'll work.
Some Jack Skellington looking shit right here.
Probably looks like 3/4 sleeves for the arms. Didn't take that into consideration.
I appreciate the effort.
You're welcome. It cost me well, actually, it didn't cost me anything. I still have my pot.
Nice.
I'm gonna immediately put mine on before I go to bed.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing mine to sleep.
I'm
Yeah.
putting mine on. And I'm giving Ziddlezap a hug.
I think whenever Ophelia gives Ziddlezap a hug, there will be a single tear that sheds down the corner of his eye.
How sweet.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Now go to bed.
Hey, we did
Would
it
you like a hug?
again, Jackson.
Come here, buddy. Come here.
Do it.
How about a high five? No, I'll take a hug. I'm not hugging you right now. Just kind of reach in and give him like a little, and he'd like dab me up, bro.
Oh my God.
I'll leave it at a knuckle touch, and I just like put out my metal fist.
Ooh, tink.
Not even your actual knuckle, Jackson. Come on.
This is connected straight to my brain, so it reacted first.
Okay.
I haven't been able to make the nightcaps yet. Sorry.
I wasn't sure. He's okay.
I stayed up all night making these ones though.
You stayed up all night?
Yeah,
Why would you stay up all night?
to make the onesies.
You're too kind, Ziddlezap.
They're very
This
soft.
kindness.
Yes.
It is.
There was
I'm feeling. Give him that.
Oh, Jesus.
Feeling.
All right. Well, who wants first watch?
I'll take it.
Okay. Second?
I'll take second.
I'll take last.
Alright, I guess I'll take third.
Okay. So
Rest
you
well,
guys.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh my.
That's not.
You guys set up your watches. You get into your nice onesie pajamas that are odd fitting but comfortable and sleepable. You go you go through the night. Nothing odd happens. You hear the natural sounds that you always hear through the night. And you guys wake up the next morning and are able to...
I made a one of my mutagen crafts during the night.
Cool. Which one did you make this time?
Mobile.
Spicy.
He liked that one.
It's
That's
good.
That's the advantage.
Resist-
one.
Immune to
Grappled.
grappling and being restrained.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That is good.
He's a slippery boy.
I have disadvantage on strength checks when I take it, so it
I
balances
mean,
out.
Is it like a potion that you make?
Yeah.
Is that?
Mhm.
Oh, so
It's
it
like
just makes
it's
you
like on my
crazy.
belt. I've like two potions on my belt.
Gross.
Cool. So you make your mutagen and you lay down and finish your long rest, and you guys wake up the next morning and you're able to pack up your tents and get ready to go.
Off we go.
Ophelia, when you wake up, you're packing up your stuff. You notice a weird greenish glow coming from your bag.
I notice a weird from my bag.
From your bag.
What? I'm gonna investigate the glowy thing.
When you open your bag and start digging through it to find it, you notice that the vial, the screwdriver thing that you found, is seemingly full. It's got this green aura inside of it.
Oh, from the bar guest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird. Don't know what to make of this. Can I ritual cast detect magic to see what kind of spell it is? Because it stores spells, right?
It stores spell slots.
Spell slots. Oh, not like a specific spell, so it's just okay.
It's just the essence of somebody's magic is stored inside of it.
You want to cast Identify.
She knows what it is and what it does.
Oh.
Do I know what level spell slot it is?
Are you gonna take it?
Yes.
Okay. So you take the vial and you hold it up to your hand and kind of just concentrate on it for a minute. And you feel this greenish energy flow through you, and you feel a little bit more empowered than what you were before. It is a first level spell slot.
But where did it come from?
And once you do that, you guys watch as kind of this green energy flows through Ophelia for a minute. And Ophelia, you feel kind of odd because it's not your magic. It feels off. You feel more powerful and you can use it, but it doesn't feel right. It's just this weird feeling of you feel like you have somebody's magic within you. And you watch as the vial stops glowing, it goes empty. The little tube on the inside of it has nothing inside of it.
But whose magic?
It's a bit dangerous.
It's too late now. Only time will tell.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Marianne, don't make me use this fucking spell slot on you.
There, you're about to be walking, buddy.
I already am.
Yeah, I'll put the vial back in my bag and just... I don't know what to make of it.
Okay. So you kind of put it away and just kind of ponder it for the rest of the day as you guys start walking along the river. You see some fish jumping and the water's like rushing by you. It gets very thin in places, but other than like a couple of sections where it gets thinner, it's a pretty wide river. And it seems pretty deep once you get down the thick of it. But you guys continue walking for the day and eventually are able to pull off kind of a little off the river a little bit to get kind of some cover and set up another camp as the sun starts to set.
I'm going to leave the vial out.
Okay.
And just have whoever's on the watch just keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Same watch as last time, I think, will suffice.
Okay. And it was you first, right, Jackson?
That is correct, yes, sir.
Do I lose this spell slot if I don't use it within a certain amount of time?
Like it lasts for like a day, so at the end of a long rest, you'll lose it.
Okay, so I won't have it after today.
Everybody kind of lays down, gets their chams back on. Jackson, can you make a perception check for me?
I certainly can.
Okay. I think with a 4, you're kind of just sitting there poking at the fire, not really paying that much attention. So when you hear this noise, you hear it very close. You hear a very loud, very audible, like a whoo, and then kind of like a weird like, and then another like whoo, and just like this weird like grumbling followed by like whoos.
I'm not gonna like react to it. I'm just gonna kind of turn around.
Yeah, and you like slowly turn around and you see, and not really paying attention, it's probably about 40 feet away from you. You see this very large like shadow walking through the woods, kind of like traipsing about, and it seems interested in your fire. It looks like, from first glance, and just like kind of being like this shadow, it looks like a bear.
Looks like a bear, sounds like an owl.
I wonder what.
How weird, right? Isn't that weird?
Probably a bear owl.
I'm gonna like take a ration and just kind of toss it in its direction.
Okay. You toss it and you hear it like hit the trees and it kind of like scatters across the ground. And you hear like another grumble come from this thing, and then it goes straight to where the ration was, and it starts to, you hear it like grumbling and eating at it. And then you hear behind you another one. And this one sounds even closer than the first one.
They seem hostile, or are they just kind of like, just curious?
As of right now, they seem curious.
Yeah, I'm gonna not make like sudden like jerky motions. I'm gonna turn around again.
You slowly turn around, and about 15 feet away from you, kind of like poking at Zittlezap's tent, kind of like nudging it to the side, you see what looks like a bear, but like when it kind of turns towards you in the glow of the fire, you see this massive owl head on top of this bear.
Like, no. Psst, psst, psst.
And it kind of just like chuffs and grumbles at you, and it keeps shoving its head into the tent.
I'll pull out another ration, and I'm like, no. Easy.
Okay. Zittlezap, make a perception check.
Oh, Zittlezap, please don't freak out. Zittlezap, please don't freak out.
It kind of hits you, Jackson, of whose tent he's prodding at. You feel your tent kind of like shifting, Zittlezap, and you hear this chuffing noise.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Ooh, come on.
I'm gonna like peep one eye open.
Zittlezap, stay very calm.
You hear Jackson very quietly outside of your tent telling you to stay calm. But you see this very large
Does it like open a tent flap?
No, it's not like trying to open your tent. It's more like on the side of it, like almost knocking it over. Like it feels like it's trying to tip over your tent.
I'm gonna chuck the ration like right here.
Okay.
To its left.
Okay. You throw the ration and it kind of like just swats at your tent, Zilzap, and like these huge claws slash through the side of your tent, and you see them go through the side of your tent.
Come on.
And then it kind of walks off the other way towards the ration.
Oh no!
Zilzap.
And you just hear this chuffing and like hooing coming from outside your tent, but you watch as the shadow that was pushing on your tent walks away.
I'm gonna as soon
Ziddle
as that
zap.
slash mark happens, I
Zilzap.
come out and go, "You're public enemy number 1." And I'm gonna
Zill-
hex him and throw a dagger.
Zilzap.
Son of a bitch.
Can I use my hex curse on him?
That's a whole lot there.
I'm gonna throw this dagger.
Okay.
They're not aggressive. Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay. Zilzap, you jump out of your tent and you reach. Is that from your cloak?
Yeah.
You reach into your cloak and you kind of you put your hand into your cloak. You feel the back of your cloak and you're like, what the this is stupid. This doesn't work. And you almost feel like a hand hands you a dagger. Like you feel like the rubbing of something's fingers as a dagger is placed in your hand, and you just immediately take it and throw it, and it right past this thing's head, and
Zilzap.
it doesn't seem to notice it happen. It keeps like digging into the ration that's on the ground.
Zilzap.
It ruined my tent.
We'll get you another
Kinda
one. Stay
pokes
Yeah.
its head up and kind of
Yeah,
sniffs.
Zilzap, please.
Notices it
It's
hears
gonna die.
it's
I just
hearing
start
the
pulling daggers out of my one in my mouth, 2 in my hand.
Zilzap. They're docile. They're not aggressive. Calm down.
I'm gonna grab my tent and spin it around and go, "Does this look docile to you?"
It was curious. It has claws. It's an animal. Stay
Yeah,
calm.
I'm curious what the inside of it looks like too.
Zilzap.
I'm going to cast sleep on Zittlezap.
Zittlezap to sleep.
Jackson,
gonna
you noticed that the one that you threw. Well, Ophelia can cast sleep.
Do I wake up?
You guys probably all wake up to like the chuffing and the hooing and everything like that, and then Jackson is very aggressively, not aggressively, but very sternly trying to calm down Zittlezap. And Jackson, you notice off to the side that the owlbear that the first one has finished the ration and is kind of sniffing your way.
I'm gonna slowly turn to that one. I'm like, hey, kind of like
Yeah.
Chris Pratt. In fucking
Yeah,
Jurassic
you're just
Park,
like,
kinda
oh, easy.
hey.
Ophelia, you you
okay.
take out your orb and you start to cast your spell, and you kind of like the salmon, you kind of poof, and you watch as like this sandy type magic goes over Zittlezap. Doesn't do anything to him.
Ophelia, Therian, please stay calm.
Oh, so now you're gonna cast spells at me? Oh, I don't think.
Zittlezap,
I'm
Trying to
Please,
calm you down,
Zittlezap,
Zittlezap.
please,
I'm about
please.
to
I
cast.
really don't want to fight some owlbears right now.
Well,
They
I
are
don't care. You don't just cast spells at me.
These are their
That's
woods.
unacceptable. I would never do something like that to
Please,
you.
Zittlezap,
That
Zittlezap.
owlbear has to die.
Zittlezap, look at me. Please calm down.
No, I'm not calming down this time,
Hey,
buddy.
can I talk? I want to just light one of my torches.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna Jeff Goldblum this one?
I'm gonna like,
We got Chris Pratt and Jeff Goldblum over here trying to calm
I'm
down.
gonna like try to
owlbear.
like get their attention.
Yeah, this one over here, immediately, as soon as you light it and it kind of lights up your face in that area of the campsite, it immediately looks over at you and kind of,
I'm gonna slowly move to Zittlezap. Just kind of like very slow movements.
okay. And this one's kind of turned around, and it's still it's still eating the ration that you threw on the ground, and it's kind of digging into the ground a little bit. And this one starts to walk towards you, Therian.
I'm just like, good little owlbear.
Okay. Make
I'm just gonna start to back up a little bit.
Okay. Make a animal
Catherine's
handling
casting.
check.
Me?
Therian, and then you can cast Speak with Animals, Ophelia.
Give me 1 second. It's hard to navigate on my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to Zittlezap and just be like, please stay calm. Don't make this worse for us. We'll just try to let them pass.
We can take these things. Look
I
at
know
them. They're
we
not
can.
that big.
But these are their woods. They're just surviving. Just
No,
You don't need to hurt them.
they shouldn't have ruined my stuff.
Well, I'll buy you a new tent.
I don't want a new tent. I want the tent I already have.
I'll buy you a
Well,
better
you
one.
can sew. Why don't you fix it?
You know what? You don't get to say anything to me. You just cast a spell at me. I'm not talking to you anymore. That was rude and unacceptable.
Your anger is valid.
Okay.
I
I wouldn't have
understand
done
you're
that to you
upset.
even if you were upset.
I understand you're upset. Please, stay calm until they pass.
I'm gonna give him to the count of 10.
It's gonna take a little longer than 10 seconds.
12.
Let me
Take
talk.
it or leave it.
Let me talk.
Let
to them.
Ophelia
Let me talk to them.
Do try
One.
something.
Okay.
Four.
One of them starts to follow Therian like off into the woods a little bit with his torch. So Ophelia, what you cast Speak with Animals, what do you do?
So this one's following Therion.
Yep, it's just kind of walking away. He's kind of holding out his torch, and it's kind of just following the light.
And what is this one doing?
This one's still like gnawing at the ration that was thrown on the ground by Jackson.
I'm gonna slowly walk up here. Say, hi.
Should have followed my torch. Oh my god.
We don't mean you any harm.
We come in peace.
Or do you, like... My friend here is a little impatient, so... Do you mind going away now?
Yes, let's be rude to them.
Please.
Oh, please, that doesn't help.
You start talking to it, and it kind of just keeps like gnawing at the ration, and eventually you watch as it like finishes the ration, just kind of just digging into the dirt, and it pokes its head up and looks over at you talking to it, and kind of, and it looks over at Jackson and starts sniffing and walking towards Jackson.
Why did you give it a ration,
Hey.
dude?
Oh no, buddy! He starts spinning
No,
daggers.
it's okay. Calm down, Zittlezap. It's okay. I've got this.
It's not okay.
Hey, big guy. Hey.
It is.
I'm gonna kind of like take another ration and unwrap it and like hold it out in my hand. It's okay. Stay calm.
Yes, a perfect distraction,
And
Jackson.
then kind of chuffs at you.
If it gets aggressive, we're gonna go to town.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It keeps walking towards you, Jackson. So go ahead and make an animal handling check to see how it.
I don't know. My animal handling it. That's 0.
Hey, let's
Okay,
go, bro.
So it kind of sniffs and looks at Ophelia and sniffs, looks down at a very angry Zittlezap and just kind of snorts, and it goes in with its beak, quickly like grabs the ration out of your hand, and like it scrapes along the metal on your hand, and you realize that like if you had a real hand, it probably would have taken off your hand right about now, but it kind of scrapes down your hand and it takes the ration all the way out, and immediately just kind of like drops it on the ground and starts like eating at it on the ground.
Good
Right.
boy. It's okay.
So
They're
I could
just
talk
hungry.
to this thing for like 10 minutes, I think.
No, I don't think you should. I think it's okay.
Therion, you're like 30 feet away, dog. Do you just keep walking with this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it like out, like just away a little bit, and then like
Okay.
I'm gonna open up a ration and like
Okay.
kind of just like toss it,
Okay. So you toss
and
it
then
in.
like I'll like throw the torch with the ration like away from it and like me,
Okay.
See if it wants anything.
Okay.
and then like I'll just start to like
Okay.
slowly make my way back.
Okay.
I'll
So you-
ask it if it wants anything.
It goes and starts eating at its ration.
I don't know if it can talk back.
It should. You can comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. If it wants to speak to you, it can.
You keep talking to it, and it kind of just looks up at you and and then looks back down and starts gnawing on the ration.
He's not feeling very talkative.
Neither am I.
They're probably
I think he's just hungry.
shouldn't have ripped my stuff. Dummy.
Didn't do it on purpose.
I think he did. He was looking for stuff.
For food.
Yeah, so he did it on purpose.
He did do it.
It's weird. Why would owlbears not have some access to food in the woods?
That is true.
That's weird.
They should be
It's
like
just-
that.
Could you inquire to see maybe if there's
Sure.
something?
They probably are just used to humans.
I'll ask them why they're so hungry.
It finishes up the ration that's on the ground, and it looks up at you and chuffs again. And this time, like, snot comes out of its nostrils and just all over Ophelia.
Awesome.
And then it
Wonderful.
sniffs. And it immediately, like, shoves its whole head into Jackson's, like, chest.
Hey, I'm gonna like
nudging
kind
him
of.
back.
I'm just gonna gently like pet its head and like, it's okay. We're not gonna hurt you guys.
And you feel it, like, pecking at, like, your belt and stuff, like, pulling on you.
Whenever it shoves its head into Jackson, you definitely see Ziddlezap's eyes like start to twitch, and his hands are going over his head.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
like-
hey, hey.
I'm like looking down at the top, like, oh my god, what the?
Ophelia, you
Mhm.
feel a slight rumble
What?
Tarrasque,
on the
shut the
ground.
fuck
He said Tarrasque. You feel, just for a minute, just a little, like, rumble as the ground kind of shakes.
Oh, that's probably not good.
What was that? I'm just like stroking the owlbear.
Do I get a sense of where it's coming from, or is it just
Underneath you.
there's something under us?
And you
What?
notice that the owlbear kind of backs off a little bit from Jackson and starts sniffing and chuffing and making noises. Therian, you notice that the other one is also starting to make noises, and you turn around and you look, and it looks a little panicked as it's, like, finishing up the ration. You also notice that, like, a bush has started on fire near where it was eating.
Oh no! Oh no! Therian.
How far away am I? Hold on. That's not what I
The
need.
fire would be, like, right here.
Do not want to burn down the forest, please.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna move like right here, and I'm gonna create water on it.
Okay. Start splashing water to try and get out the fire that you started. And it kind of looks distraught from the fire, and it starts to walk this way.
We didn't start the fire, except we kind of did.
And the rumbling settles for a minute, and they both kind of look around and sniff, and then you feel it rumble again.
What lives here? That can something around here burrow?
I
What's
don't
that?
know. I'm getting on my broom.
She says, I don't know.
What-
I know
what
could
animals
be
can-
in the ground, but it's not me.
What animals?
I'm-
What things can burrow?
I'm casting this, Kyle.
Can I? Thank you.
It's detect evil and good.
I just gotta see what this thing is.
Oh,
You don't sense anything.
okay.
Oh, it's neutral. Fuck.
That's not how evil and good works, dog.
I'm flying.
You feel the rumbling again, and it gets a little bit stronger.
Something's coming closer.
This owlbear kind of backs up a little bit and starts, like, chuffing more into the air and hooing.
Ziddlezap,
What
I'm
did
sorry
we-
I tried to put you to sleep.
Can we put our differences beside us?
What's going on?
And as you're trying to figure it out, this one starts moving this way towards its companion. And the rumbling gets almost earthquake-like as this giant bug-like creature bursts out of the ground straight from underneath this owlbear, the one that Therian was messing with. And it just immediately, like, grabs it and shoves it up into the air. And you hear it, like, wince in pain and, like, roar and scream as it lifts up into the air and then kind of flops onto the ground as this giant bug-like creature wasn't able to, like, keep a full hold on it. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
No, I don't think I will.
Oh, you better.
An
Just
on
kidding.
keg.
Oh, I love these things.
What
They are
in
really cool.
the fuck is that shit? I hate it.
I didn't think those existed here in the woods. Thought that was a Hadari issue.
Little did you know.
I don't really know much about the local flora and fauna, honestly.
Oh no. Okay, so 13. So you don't need the 11. Jackson got a 9, so you don't need the 20. Therian got a. Wait, which one's Therian's?
It's
The
the second one.
Okay.
The +1 to initiative.
Okay, so
Sorry.
I got a 13. No, it's fine. I just didn't know. And then Ziddlezap got a 10. Okay.
What the fuck? I don't like bugs.
Oh, the owlbear's on our team? Oh,
For now.
Yeah.
That's quite the assumption.
Okay, so let me roll and see if this one hurts the owlbear first. This is like the surprise on it. Okay, so it like lifts the owlbear up into the ground. It kind of like flops to the ground. You hear like a big thud as it hits the ground, and it kind of like lets out like this weird like squawking roar as the owlbear goes to attack it.
Nice.
And you watch as it just like bites down on one of these like it has these like giant legs coming out of it. It's like almost like a centipede-like creature, and it bites down on one of them and like rips it clean off. And you hear this creature let out like this blood-curdling like squeaking roar.
I didn't mean to do that.
Wow.
This is hard to do on my phone.
Get it together.
He's doing his best.
It's not good enough.
It's never
Harsh.
good enough for you.
I'm just kidding.
Harsh.
Just kidding. All right, so that happens.
So that happens.
And this one kind of just roars in a panic and backs up a little bit. Therian,
Smart.
what would you like to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna see this one right here. Start to hide it, so I will go and assist it. You're right, that is not my stuff. I don't remember what this does. I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna right here.
Yep.
Fine.
That's Jacob's.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use Continuum.
Okay. Absolutely.
So it'll be this
Plus one more.
plus another d6. Well, plus
Wait, plus another.
plus 3d6.
Yeah,
Yes.
from the Wrathful Smite, yeah.
Ooh.
God
Yeah.
damn. All right.
And then it has to make a
That's fine.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I mean, I have Wrathful Smite too.
I think that's not the DC though. Yes, it is.
Damn.
It saves. Do I take half?
No, it still takes the damage.
Oh, it's just not scared of you?
Yes.
But that damage was already in the 3d6 that you rolled.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you guys watch as Therian runs over to this one, and you watch as like Therian almost like speeds up, and at the same time you watch as this creature trying to grab and swipe at this owlbear kind of freezes up and slows down in time. And as Therian gets over to it, he finds like the perfect opening and just crack, his mace goes across like the softer part of its belly. And it just writhes in pain after Therian backs up a little bit from it. Ophelia.
Going to summon my little ghosty friend.
Yeah.
And
Nope, let me go grab it.
hit it with a firebolt. Pow pow.
Pow.
Pow pow.
Are you saying pal?
Pow pow. Oh shit. Max damage.
Dang. That's a lot of damage.
Pow pow.
Oh, my goodness, force damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ophelia, how would you like to do this?
Oh.
Oh, bro.
Wow. The spirit I probably summon is just like some like super like burly himbo Goliath guy. And he just like comes down and just like Hulk smashes on top of the Ankh. Followed by my little
Yeah, so your two spells hit at the exact same time, and you watch this thing kind of like screeches and it like folds back in like pain as it kind of like curls and like slumps into the hole that it created, coming out of the ground. And the owlbear kind of chuffs and backs up a little bit, and it looks over at Therian at the spirit in the air, and it kind of just like roars at the spirit and starts trying to like swipe at it. Claws getting very close to Therian for like comfort, just to let you know. Okay.
Ew.
So as that one falls into the ground, you hear from the ground, like from that hole, Therian, you hear like a roaring sound.
We just killed someone's mate.
Slides back in. You hear just like this screeching and roaring. Ass.
As.
Ass?
Ass.
Ass.
Ass, okay?
Ass.
Another one bursts out right next
Another
to you,
one.
Therian. And it is going to use its acid spray. So I need you to make a dex save.
Ass.
Yeah, it's going to use its acid spray. It's going to try and hit you, the owlbear, and the ghost that it sees in the air.
All right.
Does
Well,
a spiritual weapon take damage, or does it?
No, it doesn't. It's just there.
I'm gonna use time manipulation on myself.
Okay.
And reroll that save.
Okay.
Wham.
You can't. That's an ability check or an attack, dog.
I just had to make an ability check.
You made a
you
save.
bro.
Words are important.
That's dumb, Cod.
I didn't say... Bruh, please. Let me rework the entire time domain cleric and just make it absolute trash. Just for Tyler. All right, so you take 9. As like it like bursts out of the ground, and you hear like this hissing and just roaring as like this gross green slime just comes out of its mouth and just kind of like coats you, unprepared to jump out of the way. And it hits the owlbear as well.
No.
Yep.
Oh no.
And you hear it like writhe in pain and start squealing.
Not my little boyo.
Zittlezap, what would you like to do?
What do I want to do? Okay. You know what? These bug things are gross. So I'm going to get rid of them quick, hopefully. And I'm going to like start like, I have my orb in my hand. I'm going to start like rotating my hand over the orb a whole bunch of times. And it starts to emit like this big radiating light. and almost like a sun shoots up above us, and then I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray 3 times at this Ankeg.
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude. Roll it 4
Yeah.
times. Each ray is separate. Ooh, ooh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
backstage.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna Fury of the Small.
Okay,
it'll
so
be
how much?
extra
It's extra
4.
4.
16,
And
21,
then-
27.
I'm gonna Quicken Firebolt.
Okay.
That's a crink move right there, bro.
That does not hit.
It's okay, we can't win them all, dude. So
Now-
I did.
See, now you could use time manipulation, Therian.
I use time manipulation.
You're
Roll,
welcome.
Double ones. Here we go.
That was pretty close.
Wait.
Yeah. So is that 12, 30,
Is that it, buddy?
34? Used my bonus action. I Fury of the Small. Yep, that's it.
Okay. So you guys watch as these 4 beams of fire just burst out of Zittlezap, and with a little bit of Therian's help with slowing down the Ankeg, you watch as they all hit right in like the soft spot, the same spot that Therian was hitting before, and it's hurt. You put like a nice gash into its stomach from your fire bolts.
You gashed it with fire. That's dope, dude.
It's nice and singed.
Nice and crispy.
Jackson, what would you like to do?
I'm going to ignite my sword by taking 1 damage.
You do
Good
just be
eyes.
rolling straight ones on those.
Then I'm going to sprint up to it, and I'm going to attack it.
Yeah.
Let's
you
go.
There you go. Spicy.
10 damage.
Bro, we all really out here like busting on this damage.
You
bro.
are. Jackson, how would you like to do this?
I think I'm just going to come sprinting up and do like a... I'm just going to jump as high as I can and like spin and just bring my scimitar down on its neck area.
Awesome. So yeah, you do, and you cleave it perfectly in half, and it kind of like screams in pain as its head is like separated. It still screams as it like falls to the ground, and the head kind of rolls onto the ground, but the body slides back into the hole that it created coming out of the ground.
Are we on top of a nest?
God, I hope not.
You don't feel any rumbling anymore at this point.
I don't know. Maybe we should move our camp a little, though. Maybe, I don't know.
I wanna. Will this owl bear let me approach it?
It goes to swipe at the spirit that is standing in the air. It kind of like jumps up on its hind legs and swipes its claws at it. And when it like comes to land back down, it gets very close to you, but it doesn't seem bothered by you at the moment. It's trying to kill whatever this thing is in front of it.
Okay,
If-
I'm gonna.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal it.
Aww. Aww. Okay, so it's kind of like chuffing and swinging at this, the spiritual weapon.
Can I dismiss the spiritual weapon?
Yeah, go ahead.
You better not dismiss that spiritual weapon yet. I'm right next to it.
What?
Right now, it's angry at the spiritual weapon, not me. And if you take that away and it decides it doesn't want to be my friend anymore, it is going to hurt.
Well, what if I move the spiritual weapon away from you?
Well, hold on, I'm healing it.
Okay.
You're gonna be fine.
I think.
So you go to heal it as it's kind of like swatting at the spiritual weapon. It's not really paying a lot of attention to you. Go ahead and just make an animal handling check for me.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay.
You don't have advantage because Ophelia is kind of distracting it with its spiritual weapon.
Oh!
Yeah. So you walk up to it, and while it's like chuffing and swinging a couple of just paws, just kind of like trying to see what it is, you put a hand on its side, and you kind of with this radiant purplish glow, or you do your time turning.
Yeah,
ability.
I grab the clock and just spin it forward.
And you watch as like the burns in its fur kind of just dissipate, and the acid kind of washes off of it, and it kind of chuffs a little bit, rubs its nose, looks over at you, Therian, and both of them just kind of like chuff angrily and start traipsing back into the woods.
Good, good, good. Now I can. Now I can dismiss this spiritual weapon. I just heard my own voice and I did not like it.
I hate when that happens.
Why do I sound like a literal child?
Do you want me to answer that question?
No.
Jesus.
No, not particularly.
So you guys kind of settle down. You dismiss your spiritual weapon. You kind of clean yourselves up a little bit. Get back into your camp. Zittlezap, your tent will take a little bit of repairs.
You have a lot extra thread now.
Shut up.
Can I help him try to fix it as kind of like an apology?
No, I don't want your help right now, Ophelia.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk inside my tent and start sewing it from the inside.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
So, I'm just gonna look down the hole and be like, do we want to investigate that, or
Not
should we
until
leave
the
that
morning.
be?
Not particularly. I'm kind of tired.
I do be sleepy though. And I no longer be gaining the benefits of a long rest.
Yeah. That sucks.
I'm sleeping for another 8 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can sleep in if you want to. This was at the beginning of. This was at Jackson's.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
His watch. So like,
okay,
it, if anything, it's too like you might have to sleep like an extra hour or so to get the benefits of a long rest. But it's not. It wasn't in the middle of your long rest that you have to sleep halfway through the next day.
You weren't being rude.
No, yeah, not yet. I'm not gonna be that mean to you on surprise attacks in the middle of the night.
Still want to like try and keep an eye on the filch vial overnight to see if anything happens to it.
Absolutely.
Like whoever's on the watch or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's still just kind of like resting near the fire to see if anything happens to it. But you guys are able to lay down. You continue your watches. The rest of the night seems to go unnoticed. You hear the hooting, and the screeching coming from the owlbears off in the distance, and you hear the two as they walk away. But after a while, as they get further away, you start to notice you might hear more than just those two. You hear a couple more of them kind of chime in different directions and in that direction as well. But you guys are able to finish your long rest and sleep in a little bit the next day. You don't really wake up with the sunrise, but you wake up and it's already sunny out. Your filch file doesn't seem touched throughout the night. Nothing happens to it.
Weird.
And the magic that was within you, I don't know if it would have been one of the spell slots that you used when you were casting your spells the night before, but
Yeah, it was.
You no longer feel that like distant magic within you. You kind of settle back into how you normally feel. But you guys wake up and pack up your stuff, get ready for your next day, and that is where we're gonna pick up next time.
Alrighty.
Super duper.
Super duper.
Woo-woo.
Yay!
Sheesh.
Sheesh. So we'll get started on our outros. Catherine, would you like to start us out?
Yeah. Hey guys, my name's Kat, aka That RPG Chick. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Pretty much any social media under that username. I play Ophelia in this campaign, and I can still hear myself talking. I play Ophelia in this campaign, and I play Mariana in the Mundari's Curse campaign, which we do on Saturdays. And I also host Ivastea History Check every other Sunday on here, where I hang out with my friends and basically talk about D&D and our games and stuff. So you can find me on my personal Twitch, where I haven't been streaming as much lately, but I am planning on hopefully getting back into it. I play like Skyrim, Apex, old school RuneScape, that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you want to hang out with me more, that's where you can find me. Thanks for hanging out here tonight, and yeah, have a good one.
Cool. Jacob, and then Tyler immediately. If you just do your thing, you know.
All right. Hey everybody, my name's Jacob,
My name's Tyler,
and you're watching
Saving Throws.
I knew that was fucking coming. I could feel it.
If you guys would like to come hang out with me personally, you can find me on all my social media at JakeTheBard_. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. It's been such a good time playing Zap and getting to be just a part of this great community, and we can't wait for you guys to be a part of it as well. So as always, make sure to be you and to be kind, and I'll see you guys later.
Same thing he said, but my name's Tyler. I'm in the wrong panel today because I'm at their house. If you look over to that way, I think.
Yeah.
You got it right.
You got it right.
Point towards Jacob.
Yep, that way. All my social medias are in there. It's MidnightNight17_. I'm on it all. You can find me everywhere. I do stuff and things sometimes. But thanks for coming out and watching. I love all of you guys, and have a good night.
Wait, Tyler, tell them about the thing on the server.
Oh, I wasn't sure if we want to do that after the announcement.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll do that after Kyle.
Just do it.
Why
now.
not? It's your thing.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Now. It's your thing, and it's your announcement. Let's go. Let's go.
Do it now, boy.
Do it, boy.
Also, I guess I should probably mention it now. If you hop over on the Discord server, if you hop over on the Discord server, we have this new thing called the World of Aureus going on. It is a D&D session going on all the time, as long as I'm awake. You just create a character. We have a dice roller in the Discord where we roll dice. It's storytelling, it's role play, it's combat. It's amazing. All of us play in it. We all play a role in it. It's super fun. We had like our first kind of like session happen today where we fought some mushroom zombies that we don't really know why they're here. And I'd be super happy and super excited if you guys came and joined us, and I would appreciate it.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, be there or well, don't.
Like it's fine if you don't want to, but
It's fun.
Should
It's a
be
lot of
cool
fun.
If you did.
it's pretty yeah, it's turning out pretty cool.
Okay.
Cool.
And after that, Michael.
Hi,
Tell me where they
I'm
find
Michael.
you.
Yeah, I'm Michael. I play Jackson and Terrace in this campaign. I'm also the DM for Folly of the Gods. You can find me on all social media: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, at Darth Brennan, just below me over here. I want to get back into streaming. I haven't had the energy to, but it's something I want to get back into as soon as possible. So check me out over there. Yeah, thanks for coming out tonight. It was an amazing session.
Cool. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm glad you guys had fun. I've had a ton of fun DMing this story so far, and I got lots of cool stuff planned, so hopefully it'll just keep getting better. But personally, you can find me at The Winking Wizard on all social media, so if you want to go hang out anywhere, go check that out. But more importantly, you can follow Saving Throws. It's Saving Throws HQ on all social media, on Twitter, Instagram, all that. And then, like Tyler said, go ahead and join our Discord. Follow us here on Twitch, so then you know when we're going live and we can talk on our Discord and hang out and all that stuff. So yeah, be sure to just do all that stuff so we can hang out all the time instead of just on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And then be here on Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And we'll hang out here on stream. So yeah, come back on Saturday. That's our next one for Mandari's Curse. And as always, adventures assemble. Good night, guys.
Well, great night.